unsaved person. That is it.
Okay. I just have a question, sorry, before we continue with this segment. In terms of what we have tackled about these end times and what we did in what we read in 2 Timothy about men being lovers of themselves, I just would like to understand, because you see situations today, people are in terrible captivity, they call marriages. You hear how men are being mistreated so terribly, but yet they're not leaving this contraption, for lack of a better term. And they're being advised, they're being counseled, but they are sticking to it like glue. Is it still part of the affront, or what was said about these times where people are almost obsessed with marriage, you know, caring about marriage, giving in marriage, that they're not willing to let go of this thing and they call themselves born again?
You see, the issue is that some people consider the life of their children. Because it's very, very sad to watch your children grow outside the family unit.
Yes.
If you don't have children, you will not understand what I'm saying. Single ladies with children, I know they are going through a lot because of that. Whenever they see, that's why some of them become bitter. But whenever they see children in a family unit, it becomes, they feel so sad about it. And sometimes they try to bend towards where they can find a shelter. That's why you see sometimes when single men show up, they just cave towards them and begin to talk to them to like become a father to the children, you know, stuff like that. So most people who stick to such marriages, it's for the sake of the children. They don't want their children to grow up. That's why such people, once the children grow, they leave. They leave immediately. Once the children can be in boarding school, they leave. While others still believe God, if they are Christians, they believe God for intervention.
Yes.
And this is where you have to be sure God is the one telling you to wait for intervention. But so that it will not be like Osinachi's case, that she died. And also, there are also men who have been killed by
women.
Yesterday, was it yesterday, 2 days ago, there was a news in Lagos. A woman went to the man to fight him. And the man didn't know that she came with a knife. It was, I think, it was husband and wife fight. But she left the house, but she came back. And before the man knew it, he stabbed him and killed him. The man died at the spot. He's gone. You see the woman, she started, even when she was handcuffed, she started no remorse. So it's not only women that have been killed in marriages. A lot of men have been killed by women. Like here in Kenya, didn't you hear of a case of a man entered his car, set it on fire, and burned himself? Because he was going through wife battering. Like I said, most women, they don't batter you with their fist. They batter you. Can I tell you something? If you want to cut a man into pieces, use your tongue, not your knife. Because especially men, ideal men, I'm not talking about useless. There are some men, but if you have a man who drinks, who smokes, who take pan, he will not be moved by what you are saying. He will just walk away. But the man that want to keep his home, that want to be honourable, and want to stay, the easiest way to cut him into pieces is with your tongue. Especially saying things that demean the person, that do not appreciate what the person must have done, and all of that stuff. Because the man cannot go. He cannot go to any other woman. You see some men that can go to another woman. They don't care. Once you a little pressure, they're out of the house. They'll be back in 1 week. So once you have such a man, you control your mouth. You see, some women have to control their mouth. But if you have a man that you know he cannot do that, you want to let loose. This is why being a Christian today, a Christian man is not cheap. Being honourable husband today is not easy. A Christian man is not cheap. That is why the grace is also there and all of that. So most people stay, they believe God. So other people stay out of stupidity. Because if you look at the foundation, you are calling something that is not a marriage. You are calling something that is not a marriage. When you call, for instance, Osinachi called what was not a marriage by God's design, marriage. And it took away her life. When you call what is not a marriage, it can take away your life. Completely. People must understand these things. Because no marriage kills a spouse. Even Adam would have killed Eve when they lost the Garden of Eden.